Okay, so I want to go to the first story, a story that I'm particularly excited about, and that's South Africa Parliament overwhelmingly votes to confiscate land owned by white farmers. Now this is a story coming from South Africa where 2/3 of the Parliament voted to confiscate land without compensation. So people are divided around the world about this, but within South Africa this is particularly popular amongst the black South Africans who after apartheid were promised a lot but still found themselves living in Sowetos and huts while the white people continue to maintain the land and the wealth of the country.
So basically what you're telling me is that obviously these farmers who happen to be white, they have to give up their livelihoods, their property, simply because of what happened in history.
I'm glad you mentioned that. They don't happen to be white. They were given the land because they were white. So the 1913 Land Act gave 90% of South Africa's land to 20% of the population. The white population within South Africa is now 9%. They still own 79% of the land. Now, why should a descendant of a white farmer or a white person get a farm, get wealth, while a descendant of a black person get a Soweto hut? I'll give you the answer for that. The answer is apartheid. The answer is racist segregation laws that privilege people that look like you and discriminated against people that look like me. And it's about time this is being addressed. Some people wonder why crime is so high in South Africa. The reason why crime is so high, in my opinion, is because black South Africans that gave their all to fight for freedom and liberation, who were promised so much, never saw justice. They were told to reconcile with their oppressor without justice. And now, due to the brave actions of Julius Malema, the head of the economic freedom fighters, justice might finally come to the people of South Africa, and it's a great day.